Hello, brethren, ladies, and friends, and welcome to Three Knocks at the Door at Natoma 64, a podcast dedicated to Natoma Lodge 64, located in Folsom, California. Masonic education, Masonic events, and other Masonic bodies in the greater Folsom area. Your hosts are Brother Jeff Joe and Worshipful Brother Noel Lucas. If you'd like to share ideas or have feedback for us, or would like to join our mailing list, please feel free to email us at 3kattd64@gmail.com. Today we will be joined by our newly installed Worshipful Master, Worshipful Brother Pedro Sanchez. We will keep in mind that our conversations will not violate our obligations, and that our opinions in no way reflect any views taken by our Lodge or Grand Lodge. We hope you enjoy the show. All right, well, welcome everyone to Three Knocks at the Door in Natoma 64. I'm your host, Jeff Joe, with my co-host, Worshipful Noel Lucas, and our special guest tonight is Worshipful Pedro Sanchez. You can find us now on Spotify. You have some options here now. Instead of just YouTube, you can catch us on Spotify, so you're not tied down to your computer. If you got the app on your phone, you can bring up Spotify and listen to us on your phone while you're driving or exercising or whatever you're doing. So give you some options there, and then you can also find us on Instagram at 3kattd64, and you can keep up with us on some current events, what we're doing at some of the events, and get some previews to some of the latest episodes. All right, and I'll kick it over to Worshipful Noel.
Thanks, brother. So really excited about all the new platforms we got going on. I hope everybody had a great Christmas or whatever holiday you do celebrate. I hope you enjoyed it with spending time with your friends and family. Tonight we have Worshipful Pedro Sanchez, who is our current master of Natoma Lodge, joining us, and we're just going to talk a little bit about his upcoming year, his installation, and a little bit about his background, and so everybody out there can get to know him a little bit more. So welcome, Worshipful Brother Pedro Sanchez.
Thank you, Worshipful Lucas. My name is Pedro Sanchez, and I am the new Master of the Lodge, Natoma 64. My profession is being a registered nurse. I've been doing this for more than 22 years, and I'm currently working in Stockton in the cardiac unit of St. Joseph Medical Center.
All right.
Initially, I was in... Yes?
I was going to say, some people may have noticed that you have an accent, so might not be originally from the Stockton area. Where you hail from? Where are your origins from?
Is my accent too noticeable? I have an accent. I come from Peru. I'm a Peruvian guy, and after 35 years in this country, I can lose my accent. I cannot learn English properly, and I'm forgetting my Spanish. So maybe that will be my last podcast in broken English. I remember when I tried to do a poetry named Broken Change, and Worshipful Lucas said, "Are you gonna do broken Spanish?" And that was funny. Okay, are you still there? Good.
Yep, we're here.
Yeah, it's not just broken English. Now it's a broken broken picture. I don't know. You can continue following me, but I feel very comfortable with you two guys. It's my first podcast, and I feel like I'm among friends. Feel very grateful to be here. I want to thank you, Jeff, for the opportunity to show to the brethren what kind of person I am. Many people, they don't even know me. And you know, when was the first time Masonry knocked the door of my family? The first connection or the first encounter with Masonry was in 1933, according to my grandma. She's dead now. But she didn't know at that time. My father was only 3 years old, and he had like 7 brothers. My grandpa worked as a photographer. He need to go out of town in order to find for work. That Christmas was very sad because my grandma said she ran out of food. She sent all the kids to sleep with no food and promised that tomorrow will be a better day. That midnight, she heard noises outside, and they live in what is called slums, places with no electricity, places with no infrastructure. So she went out with the clap in the hands, hoping the worst. But he found a basket just right in front of the house with no name, no address. She brought it in. She found there was a Christmas basket with candies and even a bottle of wine, she said. She wake up everybody and they had the best Christmas they have. 50 years later, 1980, my brother was like the 20 years old and he met a man, he's a doctor who was a Freemason, living not here, living in my country, in my country, in my neighbor where my mom lived, because he found out that he was a Mason and he liked the guy. He said, "Why don't you take me? I want to be a Mason." And he said, "You're not ready. You're too young. But if you wanna, are you willing to help? Come with me to help us. It's Christmas and we need anybody who can help." So when he went there, they were fixing and building and filling baskets for Christmas baskets. And she said, "Are you planning to give each other baskets?" He said, "No, those are for the poor people, the people who live in the slums, who have nothing." And then he remembered the story of my grandma. Always she believed that was a God grace, a gift of God. And now she said, "Oh, God worked through Masonry to give to my grandma that basket when she had nothing." And that was very, very nice story that still is in our family. But this is speculation. Really, we didn't know. But I tried to
It's a fantastic
think
story.
that was the way. But that was what happened. So when I started nursing, everything was so beautiful. My kids were so happy when my son became a nurse as well and got all the way through the director and things like this. So I said, I had the feeling I need to pay somehow, thanks God for all these blessings. And look for organizations. Some of them, Red Cross International, the World Health Organization, HMO, all the MOAs, one that caught my attention. Unfortunately, all of them required for me to leave the country. And I have my mom who depended on me at that time. So I said I had to look something local. Of course, we know that Freemasonry do charitable activities, but I don't feel it yet until 1918 or 2018, when I feel the call to look for Freemasonry, knock the door, and meet you guys. No, not you, Jeff, but I meet and also I said, wow, I had to let my beard grow. In that time, I have no beard because everybody has one, especially Worshipful Brain Tratter, who has this pointing up mustaches. That was something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was something. If he, as you say, he does it sometimes for us, like she did it the last time. And I remember also Worshipful West with the bow tie, like I was like a flower bow tie, big bow tie. And I love that one. Everybody was the small little black bow tie. He was the one with the big one. Yeah, I love the ambience, the fraternity. I feel the connection. I feel the brotherhood. But I'm still, how do you call it? Not even a candidate. I was just only somebody who wants an applicant. That's all. Next year.
Yep.
Yeah, Prospect, that's the name. Next year, 2019, finally was initiated. So that was my Masonic birthday. And then was not in January, but was about those months, the initial months of the year. And then the same year, Fellow Craft, and at the end of the year, Master Mason. So I can be installed as a junior steward in that time. And then I've been going until they offered me a commitment 5 years. And they said that it was going to be easy. Remember, it's going to be easy. You can make it. Okay. But I had no time because I have at this moment, I have a new job. Come on, you have to come only the tours and that's it. You don't have to say much. And that's true. You don't have to say much, but you have to learn the work, how to perform the rituals. And finally, I commit to become a senior deacon and I'm here. Surprise. You know how I feel? Well, I want to say that I feel it's very frightening, very overwhelming. I don't think nothing. My wife said, you are getting older in this only a week. At the end of the year, you don't want to do with me anymore. Because he saw the only thing I'm thinking is about that. Doesn't look like.
Yeah, you get a few gray hairs going through it,
Yeah, the gray hair, yeah. I'm already, so.
But it's worth it.
Maybe I'm going to lose the last
moment of it. I learned so much, and and that's the thing about it, right? We continue to learn. Like, we don't stop. We're just continuing to learn, and now we're just learning, different methods and different techniques, and that's the great thing about the whole transformation through the line, right? So now your master. You got installed earlier this year. How are you feeling that moment you put the hat on, the first time you
is
officially?
you know what I think? Because I never have faced something similar. Is like it's not your comfort zone for sure. Is you feel humble, grateful, but also frightening. I remember when it's not in this country, but in my country, when you have a baby who is gonna born, they don't let you be with the wife on the bedside. They don't let you see your kid being born. It's totally different ambience. You have to come the next day. So the next day, when my first baby boy come to this world, I asked my wife, where is my baby? He said, oh, it's in the nursery. So I said, I'm gonna go to see because I wanna see him. He said, wait for the nurse. No, I know where his nursery is, so let me go and see. I for sure I'm gonna recognize. And finally I see the little baby, this fatherhood that you feel, it come up all of a sudden over you. And also the big responsibility over you. Kind of, I want to protect that baby. All these feelings, it come all of a sudden. Maybe the women are different. There's one, they feel the first kick. They say, oh, I'm a mother. I want to protect this baby. And the man, well, we don't know. We know that only the woman is getting a big belly, but that's it. But this moment, is similar, same feelings when I was there. I was totally stunned when he repeat the last words, brethren, behold your master, and everybody was looking at me and was giving standing ovation. Actually, I was not there anymore. I was just somewhere.
It's
like somebody knocked you down your head.
Yeah. No, I relate. Yeah. And Brother Jeff Joe will get that experience here soon enough.
Scary thought.
Jeff, being in the South is the best seat in the house.
Right.
When I can see, dealing with everybody and everything, and I was just going to wait for him to say, word, senior word, and I just do my sign, and I start answering what I know, and that's it, and sit again.
I miss my days as steward. That was easy. Just helping out cooking and cleaning and prepping. Those were easy days. We're coming up into January. Do you have any events planned for January?
Yes. For January, for this study meeting, I have the participation of 33rd degree of the Scottish Rite, Mr. I think his name is Arum is last name. First name is, what is first name? I forgot. Jacob. I think some weirdo name that I don't listen to many. Rob Arum is the last name, and he will come from the Prince Hall since January is have been designated the third Monday of January as federal holiday celebrating the birthday of Martin Luther King. He will become and give us a speech regarding the similarities of the values and beliefs that Martin Luther King, even that he was not a Mason, but still, actually they attend to his funeral. I think 200 Masons from the Prince Hall attend to this funeral. Yes, because...
Is it Brother Pharaoh Amun?
Oh yeah, Pharaoh, yeah, like a pharaoh, like Pharaoh Arum, yes, him, this guy. Yeah, I didn't meet it. I just talking many times in the phone, and she's happy to come.
He's a worshipful Pharaoh Amun.
Yeah, he's a worshipful past master, and he has so many titles. I don't know what that means. Oh yeah, I was searching, and they said like the Grand Prince of something. Oh, this has so many titles.
He's from Philomathian Lodge number 2 in I believe it's in Stockton.
Yeah, that was yes, and he knows brother. He knows a worshipful Cinemore, and probably Cinemore probably know him too. It's going to be a big surprise for them.
About everybody. They've been around a little while.
So that's what I'm doing it, and we planning to do something similar during every single through the year, just to give it something, not just food, as worshipful Joseph Friedson said. People want to come for something else, and she's right. And we are in charge of the lodge. We try to do our best to give something else to the members, some spiritual food, something that make us proud to be Masons.
A little food for thought.
Yeah, a little food for thought.
Outstanding. Going into your year, okay, so you said you got an event planned for every dinner, or guests kind of lined up for every dinner, or play or something too?
Yeah, that was the idea. That was the idea, to bring someone from a particular relevant to that month to come and give us some speech about it. And we're planning to see if I can bring brothers so they don't speak like they don't deviate the train of thought of the members. I don't want to just put somebody who very proudly is going to say how he feeling for the profession she hold, and then he's going to say something that doesn't align with our values. So need to be probably Masons who also working in that field. Then we have also our first activity of the lodge on 16 Friday. It's called Brisket in Movie Night. The movie is not titled yet. It's gonna be to be discussed, but we are gonna have it's gonna be brisket. I think in the threshold board I described what our brother Donald Hampton is preparing for us.
Very nice.
And we are gonna be some answering questions after the movie because it's gonna be related to masonry, and also people can more food for the thought.
So we're going to go with National Treasure then, right? Because that's a Masonic classic.
You are our national treasure.
Do you have Worshipful Pedro? Do you have any events planned something that you're looking forward to coming up this year? That's something that's your one of your favorites, I guess.
Something special, yes. I was always. Have you not remember when Worshipful Stuart Stackhouse take us all the way to the hill and do a degree?
The outdoor degree,
We all dress up as a cowboys in that time. It was nice. It was very solemn. We were there, and it was very nice. Everybody was built out there. I was thinking, where can I take the members? Something to remember. And then it came the idea to go to Union City because they also has a place where we can do a degree. And as you see, I send you the reservation. They are cheap, $230 something only dollars for the day, including any kind of insurance for the car, insurance liability, and medical insurance for the passengers. So that's not bad. So it's matter only of to promote and see how many people decide to go because we can take it now from the airport. The airport open at 6:00. If I have a couple drivers, we can just drive back all the way to us and pick up everybody in the lodge and bring it back the same.
Do you have a date for this?
So we'll go.
That one will be happening on March 14.
Okay. So during the
March, we got some
early then start announcing that.
And then we got some brothers that live there too that are from our lodge, so we can visit with them, and then maybe if we have a degree there, we can do a degree and have them attend too. So that'd be kind of cool to have them there as well.
Absolutely, yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. When many ideas come, the thing is to promote this one that I don't want to get loosened up, you know, like you have been promoting last year, and all the worship for start to promote friendship, connection, string our bond together, you know, make it feel welcome the other person, and of course people who wants more, okay, give it something, as Noel said, food for the thought. That's a good thing. That's a good one.
And that's one of the fantastic benefits of being a Mason, right? Is that opportunity to retire into Union City or I just blanked on the one in Southern California.
Yeah,
can't remember.
Yeah, it's going to come right after the podcast, but it's a fantastic benefit that we have, and it's I every time I see it, every time I hear from Masonic homes, I talk to Acacia Creek and all that stuff. I mean, it just baffles me, and it just is so exciting. It's so neat and different, right? I mean, you don't see this with other groups where this is a lifelong journey. You know,
Mhm.
this is what we are, and it's a great benefit, and it's beautiful. I mean, fantastic living facilities.
Yeah, never been there, so I'm just actually very excited to be there, and where maybe one day I ended up going. Never knows.
Yeah, we're hoping to actually have them come on and talk to us as well and share that with it. Have you thought about doing that at the lodge as well, bringing them in again? I know we've done it a couple times.
Yeah, we had to contact. I think they are happy to come in and talk to us, but I need to call them. One of the steady meeting dinners, maybe we can be one of our guests, no special guests, like you did in your term. It was nice because we learned a lot, and that's why we know how much costs, and what are the requisites to be there.
Well, it's good to stay on top and keep it going, right? Because we get new brothers every year, And I mean, I'm looking ahead at how my year finished, how your year is going to start. We've got a few brothers lined up, so those
Already, yeah.
through. So you're going to be, you guys are going to be busy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we having Jonathan for the 29th January, and we are gonna schedule a Ryan for February.
Okay, great.
And yeah,
He's very,
and if Mason come favorable report, maybe he will be the one being the degree there in Union City in San Francisco.
Wow. Yeah, that might be cool.
Yeah. So well, cool. I don't know, Rob. We're ready for do all this enter apprentice ceremony. I'm doing nothing. I'm gonna be in the south.
I mean, he did in his practices and in his live one. I mean, it was great.
Yeah. I hope my kids don't live in California, they live in the East. And I always say, what are you doing in the East? Now I ask them the same question. What am I doing in the East?
Yeah, different things. Yep.
You know what? Not because you are there or we are in camera. Really, I feel very well supported and protected and like with you two guys. No, the same because I know you're still with us and I know that I can count on you. I text you, you text me back. So you are no in the desert. That's the expression that I used to say when you go to a new job and you say, what is this? Over there, how do you do this? You should know. And I never received those questions, those answers from you guys. You always are there. You are trying to improve. You never, it's no, when I receive some input from you, I receive it as a, what about what we can improve that? And I always agree for improvement because that's the reason. No? That's what is called the Haram Aviv was going all the time to the temple, not for looking for strength and improvement.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So if I look for strength, I go to Joe because Joe is the pillar of the strength. If I look for improvement, I go to Rob because he's the beauty.
Well, this is one of the lessons I love in there, right? It's not about perfection. It's about improvement. It's continuously improve.
Yeah.
Never about trying to be perfect. It's just trying to continuously improve, which is one of those lessons that I love that is taught. And that's taught throughout Masonry.
Yeah, there are sections in Masonry. And that you're right. When you say you are become an officer and go all the way to become a master, what you learn in the lectures, you are learning so many guides for you to your own life. And you always come to your mind with something to say, appeal to you, and you are scared, and you say, no, I don't need to be scared. If I have a trust in God, no, I have not to fear what man can do unto me. So that's it. Oh, that's it. It goes away.
One of his favorite lines of all, right?
Shake him out.
Trust in God, right? Have fear, no fear. They just move on. And like you said, right, with the brotherhood, that we stick together, we help each other out. And that's one thing I just love about our lodge. You know, Toma 64 is great about that is we have so much support. The past masters, don't get me wrong, some of them have gone different ways, but there's so many that stick around to help support and want to help out. And then we got all these new young brothers coming up through that want to help out and support. So it's amazing that unity that we have in the Toma.
Yeah, by example, for the Saturday, for the cleaning, it's going to come my brother because they're going to come late. They cannot come early for the breakfast. Maybe they're going to come at the end, but they're going to come for the cleaning. Come Mason. I'm going to ask Ryan. It's going to come somebody who didn't want to join us yet, but he like to be around. You remember the one who sing during the dinner? Oh, you were not there? No. There was a person who sing. You were there?
I missed it.
Yeah. He said, can I sing? I said, okay. I said, you need any music? No, I'm going to sing. I'm a singer. I'm going to sing. Okay. And he sing and he sung. And well, that's good. So I think I have somebody for our theatrical club.
Wow.
And also, we have a theatrical club going on. We are going to be practicing this month to the next Fable. Fable. Yeah, we're going to try. Yeah. It's also it's a manner of present a principle and some food for the thought.
All right.
On top of this, make the participants, the one who make us a little more frame, more, how do you call it, tie our friendships.
Well,
all right. Do you have what are some goals that you have that you're working towards for the year?
Okay, as I mentioned in the meeting that we have on the 11th of December, we set one goal only, but many objectives, means many ways to reach that goal. And the goal is to increase the attendance at least 30%. And that will be at the end of the year, and that we'll want to see it by seeing how many more people from the regular people come for our dinners, to our activities, from the regular normal people who come to our activities. Yeah, we want to see at least that improvement in numbers. Working in that direction, we already discussed what we're planning to do. I don't want to say the plans because they say don't say your plans, only say the goals, the vision, the objectives. But the plan, yes, keep it. But we have a plan, because a goal without a plan is just a wish. It's no something that you can get there. You don't have something already. I think the objective have been assigned. The officers who attend know what to do, and we're going to be working on it. And in 4 months, we are going to meet again and see if these 5 or 6 objectives that we place are doing some results, some effects. Otherwise, we evaluate it, we keep the same goals, but we change the way we are doing it.
That's fantastic. That's an excellent way to keep everybody engaged too.
We need the engagement of the people. You know, when you read American history and see Masonry in action for a big deal like a American Revolution, to say, they put in their life, and in the line of fire in order to pursue a goal that they believe is in their shoulders to do. Sometimes we are thinking that Masonry is only just to be friends, but also these small little charitable activities, even that they're small, sometimes make me feel emotional. I remember when one of the steady meeting, I think not last year, but the year before, somebody from the shrine said, I want a thanks from this, no brother, was a kid. Thanks because your 700 donation that you did was not much. People said, $700. What is $700? What are you going to do with $700? Well, that's $700, but a air ticket for this person to come and fix her legs in shrine. She was so happy that he's coming back and send his thanks and how grateful he was because somebody donate his air ticket. And I feel, that's Masonry.
Being philanthropic, being charitable, it doesn't have to be huge. It's just putting out what you can, helping those who are less fortunate than you, and it makes a big difference.
Because of course, you're gonna see some people say, "What do you do for the world?" Well, we cannot do much for the world, but we can do for one person, and then we can do for the other person, one person at a time. No, that's not much.
Well, and if you do, all the small deeds, eventually they're going to add up, and eventually somebody will pay it forward, and then that person will pay it forward, and little by little the world gets better.
It's a ripple effect, right? Yeah. Throw the rock in the pond, see the ripples grow bigger, and excuse me, but yeah, you do what you can do, help where you can, and you never know whose life you're going to touch. It could be a simple gesture. We've heard the stories. Pedro, you just talked about your family being touched by a gift basket in Christmas. We've heard others receive the teddy bears during after a fire, losing everything. You listen to any of the stories from the shrine, and it's amazing the lives that are touched there, right? You can go, and then we got our scholarship program that we do. We've had kids come back and tell us stories about how our scholarship programs help them out. They're just things that you can do. It doesn't take much, just a little bit of time and being out there, willing to help.
Yeah, some people minimize us because they think that our activities are not so big, to deserve an article in the newspaper. No, we are very secretive, even in those things. And also, when you do something by yourself, impersonal for somebody, you don't publish it. You just do it. And when I see you, I know that I'm around good people. The only time I'm doing good things, that I'm never gonna figure it out what it was, but I know that I'm not alone. That there's many people doing the same thing. Ripple effect, and feel the aura coming out of you guys. Wow, I feel like I need to be there. I need to be to your level. When I read that part, I don't want to miss any word. Really mean it, as I said to you, and the day that I gave you your certificate, doesn't mean much, your certificate and stuff, but really you deserve more than that, no? Your wife, because now I know how your wife probably feels when you're there, but you are not there. You are in the house, but you are always working in the lodge.
Yeah.
In the computer, yeah. If you are not in the house, you are not. But when you're in the house, you still are not in the house.
Yeah, it is a big sacrifice of time going through the line, and especially getting in the East. But like I tell other brothers, as long as you prepare and talk to your family, keep them apprised, it makes it easier. It's not to make it easy, but it makes it easier, right? You got to have that communication throughout the time and get their support, and it helps out a lot. But I mean, I tell you what, wouldn't change a thing. I loved it, loved doing it, loved going through the line. Had a fantastic time, met so many great brothers, got close to so many. It's fantastic. It's a great feeling.
I'm doing things that I've never done before, like cleaning my email. Now I'm reading my emails every day, cleaning the email, 1,000 emails before. I never did that before. And now I'm getting letters from Worshipful Morrison, for other organizations. Say, wow, if I don't read the emails, I'm going to miss. I'm glad I'm not the only one who received. I'm the only one recipient. So when I call Worshipful Nilsson, he said, "Oh, I received it too." Good.
Well, before we wrap up here, Pedro, is there anything else you'd like to share with everybody?
Nothing prepared you for this. Nothing prepared you. Yeah, I don't try to say nothing to you, Joe, but is, you have already the tools to be a good worshiper, probably, because the education that you have to pass. Sometimes in my case, I just pass it because I just read it one time, say, oh, I understand it one time, but I don't go back to maybe to click this in my mind. Now I'm going back to try to catch up. I said, I think I heard you say that you can be a manager when you're working on it. I have no other option but to try to manage when I'm already there in the boat.
No,
it
is. There's a lot of little things you got to learn in the background, right? It's not just ritual. It's about having to manage and take care of that lodge and the people, and there's little things, and those lessons that we learned through I member are very helpful. But it does help you go back through it. And I mean, Pedro, you're probably just starting to dabble in it a little bit, but wait till you really get into the CMC. That's going to be fun. The CMC is the other one that I spent a lot of time in.
Reading it.
Reading it, getting familiar with it, trying to understand this, tracking this part down. I bugged Scott a lot. I think I bugged Worshipful Nielsen a lot. But they were always there to help me out. And yeah, but that's the thing, right? Continuous learning never stops.
Yeah, at least I think that as long as you can be better than the day before, I think that's what it is.
That's all we're trying to do, right? Take care of the lodge, take care of our brothers, help each other out, and just enjoy the journey on the way.
That page, I never visit, like yesterday, last night I was working, I was visiting the page looking for the part that you say, look for it. So many. I mean, I didn't know that was so much. I thought it was just a nice, fancy page. But now I know that has so many stuff there.
Yeah. You can go into the weeds and I member. You really can.
Yeah. There's rabbit hole after rabbit hole in there.
Yeah. I managed to go through the information that Terry wants me to get for her. Thanks to you. Still texting me at midnight, I guess. Still texting me. And finally, this morning, I said, oh, this is what he said. Okay. And then I just printed, save it and send it to her. And I never heard nothing from her. Hopefully it's okay.
Yeah, she'll let you know. Terry had to chase me a few times on that birthday report.
Okay.
Well, it only took me like 11 months to remember it.
I always said at the end of the year, you master your position, but it's time to leave.
That is one thing that I was going to talk to you about later, because it's funny. You start off so nervous, so basically overwhelmed, right? And then just when you start feeling comfortable and starting to kind of get that groove, it's over. You're like, hey, all right, I'm taking a back seat now. It's we'll circle back later on this year, or excuse me, 26, and kind of, see how you're feeling. How's that?
Sounds good.
All right. Well, Worshipful, I, want to thank you for taking the time to come on here and talk with us, kind of get us a little background, a little insight into your life, your world, your year coming up. I'm looking forward to a lot of the things you got going on. And, of course, we'll be around, help out, and pop in when we can. And, but again, thank you. I wish you, your family, a happy new year. I wish our brothers listening, and all our friends and family listening, a happy new year as well.
Yeah, thank you, Worshipful, for coming on. Thank you for your time, and we're looking forward to a fun year. And if there's any brothers that are interested in becoming candidates coaches, please reach out to me. We're always in the market for more candidates, coaches. Worshipful Friedson can definitely use some help in that department because we do have quite a few candidates that are definitely coming through, and we're looking to try and get them through their degrees. So for in that respect, we'll be dark this week. But we will start back up on candidates coaching on the 14th and 15th from 5 to 7 at the lodge. And then we'll also have officers' practices on the 15th and 22nd. And that will be starting at 7 p.m. at the lodge. Those will be in the 3rd degree. So those are going to be open to Master Masons only. And then we will have an OSI at Oak Plains on the 28th, which I believe is scheduled to be a 2nd degree. So that's going to be open to fellow crafts and above. And then we have a 3rd degree conferral scheduled for Brother Jonathan Godbout on the 29th. So all Master Masons are welcome to come. We could definitely use the sideliners, and it'd be great to have more people there to welcome Brother Godbout to getting his 3rd degree. And plus, his dad would definitely appreciate having more people there too as well. And yeah, just wanted to say thank you to both Worshipful Noel and Worshipful Pedro, and Happy New Year to everybody. And we'll see you on the next episode. All right, thank you, everybody.
Everybody.
Before we cut, I want to make one more announcement that I just forgot.
Go ahead.
The Tai Chi classes for people in our lodge normally is done once a month before, but now it's going to be done 4 times a month during the days that we don't interfere with the rentals. We are going to start on the 14th from 6 to 7, Wednesday, and then will be the next week on Thursday from 6 to 7. Not the 29th, because we have this 3rd degree, and we are going to tell you how we need to discuss how we planning to do it, because I like the last time. Remember the 3rd degree that we do the opening and then we go for dinner. We can plan something like it, and we can announce on this in the stadium meeting.
We'll definitely.
But the Tai Chi is for all you brothers and sisters. Is good because help you with your flexibility and pain and back pain and anything else. It's gonna make you. Nobody stop aging, but it's up to you how you want to age. Okay.
All right.
Fantastic.
So start a new exercise routine in the new year.
Yes.
There you go. All right.
Tai Chi walking.
Right.
There we go. All right. All right. Well, Happy New Year, everyone, and we'll see you on the next episode. Thank you so much.
Safe, everybody.
All right. Thank you. Happy New Year.